Hey there guys, it's the Level Designer and I'm here with my next Blocktober video, and I have been working with the Lyra starter pack within Unreal Engine 5. And last episode we kind of went through and did some detail work on the kitchen area here. So I'm thinking that I might try to kind of complete this area and then also start working on the kind of the health clinic here. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and start, and I'm going to start by bringing up some reference images. I'm not quite sure if I will use kind of the one that I was looking at yesterday in one of my videos, but definitely might look at a few options. So I'm gonna try to figure out what kind of a good thing would be. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start taking some of these that I have back here. I'm going to take kind of the two normal ones and I'm going to duplicate them. I'm going to spin them around. But before I do that, I'm going to just turn on snapping on the rotate. That way I can get an exact rotation on these objects. And I'm just going to move them all the way over here. And yeah, they're going to kind of get in the way of this little corner here, but as long as we can see the corner, I don't think it will matter all too much. Though we could always bring this up a bit, but I don't want to do that because I don't want someone to be standing here and not contribute to the overall capture of this. And I kind of wish there was a way I could add to this side area too, but I don't know if that's going to be something that's possible with this specific control point. If there's anyone who is a lot more familiar with Lyra, you know, feel free to let me know if that's something I can do, but I'm just going to keep it, you know, the way it is, not try to change things all too much. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to create another thing here. So I want to have like a grill type of appliance. So I'm going to go back into modeling and I'm going to put in a box here. And again, just try to line that up best I can. Might even push this out just a bit. Again, you know, there might not be a lot of I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what would be kind of a good way to get this to look different. And one of the things I forgot to do is copy these doors. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm just going to move them over to where these were. Not only did I forget the doors, but I forgot the handles as well. Let me just make sure that okay. So I do need to, let me just, yeah. I'll just select all this again, duplicate that, and just rotate it. And now that should be what I want. And I'll just put that right here. I don't think it's bad. Okay. I think it's pretty good where it's at. So I'm fine with it. Okay. So on this stove, I want to just try to do some different shapes and whatnot with it. So I'm going to go into Poly Edit, and I'm going to insert an edge loop. I'm just going to try to do some different stuff. So one of the things I'm going to do, first I'm going to take my camera speed down just a bit so I don't have to worry too much about stuff like this. I'm going to just let this come out just a bit. And then I'm going to insert another edge loop, maybe about right there. I'll hit done. And this I'm going to hit extrude as well. Have that come in just a bit. I might move that. Alright, so that looks good. So what I want to do is I want to have kind of a thing coming out. So what I mean by that is I'm gonna have another square or another box. I'm gonna move it out just a bit, try to line it up best I can. And then I'm gonna go in and I'm going to just move this around a bit. Might move it in. I'm actually going to bring this all the way out here. And one of the things I want to do is I'm going to insert an edge loop. Put it right there. I'm going to hit done. And what this is going to allow me to do is insert something like that. And I'm going to try to bevel this out a bit. I don't think I want to have that beveled. But maybe... No, that never really works out for some odd reason. Nah, I don't know. Hit apply. Kind of this interesting bevel shape taking place. And what I'm gonna do with that is I'm gonna go ahead and hit accept, and then I'm gonna jump to this cube, and then I'm gonna do the same bevel to these two as well, just to keep it kind of the same. So I hit apply. And this I'm gonna bevel as well and hit apply. So it's kind of the same, and there's gonna be some funky stuff going on with this. And I think there's already some funky things going on here that I am not quite sure if I like. So with this, I'm going to bring that out. Nah, I don't like that. I'm just gonna go all the way, well, hold on, let me see. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to start all the way over again. But that's fine. Give it a second go. Never hurt anybody. Maybe we can make this look a bit more bigger. But I'm going to do the same thing. I guess in a way, I mean, this corner right here, or no, this edge is what we're kind of beveling anyway from doing this, so I don't know. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna keep it kind of like that right now. We're not gonna do anything super special. We're gonna go ahead and I'm actually going to go back into this. I'm gonna add in a few edge loops. So we have what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to just put in a few loop cuts right here. Actually, I have one of them right there. I have another one right there. And I'll just hit done on that. And then I have these different edge loop cut sections here. So what I plan to do with this is I want to make a few like consoles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and hit inset. And I'm just going to bring this out to there. I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to hit inset. Set that to there. That seemed a bit small though. So let me do it again. I'll do another inset. Okay. And what I'm going to do with all of these is I'm going to just hit extrude. And these are just going to go in just a tad bit. Like that. Just going to hit accept. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to extrude these just a bit as well. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to inset these as well. These probably aren't going to, well, I guess I didn't really realize I could just do that. Probably would have been a little bit more easier. So now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to extrude these in a little bit, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just inset these another time, and what I'm going to do is extrude them out. It probably won't look really hardly like anything. But that's kind of my attempt at making a shelf, I guess you could say. So yeah, again, if we hit, it's not going to look any particularly good or anything. But we'll go into the main shape here. And then we will go ahead and hit poly edit. I'm thinking instead of editing this block, I think instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some new shapes. So the first shape that I'm going to make is going to be this right here. And what I'm basically wanting to do is I'm wanting to make some like decorative plates for the front of this stove. So I'm gonna go ahead and just move this into a specific shape that I'm looking at now. So with this, I'm just gonna hit accept for now, and then I'm just going to move it back here so I know where it's at, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go to poly edit again. And this I'm going to line up. And this is great because, you know, you can really fine-tune the just what you're making. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Again, I kind of want things to line up for the most part, but a little imperfection here and there probably isn't the worst thing in the world. But I do want to try to fix, you know, stuff like that. So, one of the things I want to try to do is on this shape, I'm going to insert an edge loop. I'm gonna hit, I'm gonna hit done. And then with this, I'm gonna try to select this edge. Actually, no, I'm gonna select this face. I'm just gonna drag it up. And you could also select this entire row here, and you could probably just move it entirely like that. I'll keep it like that though. I think that's not bad. And then now I'm gonna hit accept, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into poly edit. I'm just gonna select those. I'm gonna see what bevel does. Okay, so bevel kinda. Let's do a little tiny bevel on that. So I'll hit apply, and then I'll go ahead and make another shape sort of like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, go into poly edit, and really size this down. I'm just trying to get some interesting shapes made. Just really try to get this looking like something interesting visually. And again, as a level designer, you might not go into this much depth if you're working on a specific project. But, you know, as someone who, you know, works on level design, especially more so in his free time, I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea to, you know, work on multiple aspects of design. And not only that, but you know, work on other things that aren't necessarily design. You know, try to, you know, make sure that most of your energy is going into design, but it really benefits you if you go into coding and modeling and some form of animation. Again, I feel like a lot of those skills can really enhance your level design as well, especially from a portfolio standpoint. You know, I don't really talk a lot about like portfolios and stuff, though personally, and that's just because I don't really feel like I'm in really a position to talk about portfolios, because again, I'm trying to actively, you know, work on mine and whatnot. I feel like there's a lot more people out there that are better, they're better equipped to discuss about portfolios to people. So that would be like Max Piers from Level Design Lobby. He has such a great channel. And then there's also a little podcast called Level Design Podcast I've listened to quite a bit the last you know, few years, and they have a lot of great people that go on there and talk about more of the kind of the industry at large and whatnot. And you know, those are really great resources, especially if you're looking at you know, updating your portfolio and whatnot. Again, I never really felt like I was in a position to really give too much critique about how other people's you know how other people's portfolios look. So that's something that I am not really interested in talking too much about, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that can just do a much better job than I can. But that's just my opinion. If I ever did get a job in the game industry, though, and I got into a position where I was actually hiring people, I feel like my kind of expertise in that specifically would come a lot more in handy. But yeah, all I do right now is just make levels. So just make levels on make the levels on YouTube. I don't really, again, I'm always trying to like work on my own portfolio. So I feel like I'm kind of the one that I feel like I'm kind of the person that should be taking more portfolio advice than giving it, if that makes sense. But you know, it's all a work in progress. That you know, I'm sure even the most seasoned level designer, you know, has to you know, keep in touch with, you know, how portfolios are created and how they're put together. So I'm sure, you know, me and you are not the only people that have to deal with that aspect of design. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to just match things up a bit. I think that works pretty good. I might even take this side here. Just push it up a bit. And then I got kind of this, I got this kind of thing going here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into Poly Edit, and I'm just going to bring this up a bit. And then I'm going to actually create another box here. And this is going to be the top of the stove. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and flatten this out a bit. And then I'm going to just really have that come out to there, and then this, I'll have this come out to there. And then I'm just gonna hit extrude on both of these and just have that come out slightly. Might even move this back a bit more. Extrude this out, and then yeah, have that come out like that. Again, this looks maybe a little bit small, so I'm going to try to match it up best I can. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude these up. I'm going to have these a bit high, actually. I want this to look a bit abnormal. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take these two sides, and I'm just going to have those go down. I'm going to do the same thing to these edges back here. I'm just going to have these come up like that. And I'm going to hit accept. Again, this might not look the prettiest, but you know, you could really have you could even set like a different color, I'm sure, with this. So if we go into materials, maybe you could set one of these dark grays to this area and make it stand out a bit more. And you can also sure you could just go into here. If you wanted to move this back just a tiny bit, you could do that. So you'd probably want to move everything, I would assume, like this. Yeah, you'd probably want to do that instead. Again, I mean, coloring these a different color might just enhance all of this stuff, so now I kind of am. Now I'm kind of getting into all of this. Makes it kind of look like it's a little bit more, I don't know. I come in here and you can color all of these. And again, you don't have to apply materials. Actually, I would urge you to apply materials. You know, just to make it not, you don't have to make it super complex. Especially stuff like, you know, furniture, and if furniture acts like a lot of cover as well, that might not be a bad idea. You can color like specific things as well. So yeah, it's just some example of how you could utilize color in different ways. So we just color these as well, real fast. Okay, so with that, what I could do is just copy all of this. I'll just duplicate it. We have our snapping on, so we can move stuff around. And we'll just add more counter space. First, I was kind of, I don't know if I should raise this or not. You know what? I'm gonna have it raised. I'll just do that. What I'm actually gonna do as well is I'm gonna add in a cylinder. What this cylinder is gonna be for is we're gonna put like a little hose pump or something on this bottom corner. So I'll just go ahead and create that real fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into poly edit, and I'm gonna really have this extrude this out as well. No. Just hit extrude. Hit accept. And add just a color to that like everything else. We have two different ones. Might even add in... No, we'll just have two different ones. I forgot to put materials on all of this as well. Maybe there's a red button. I don't know. Kind of looks like something out of Star Wars, actually. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to copy this button here. I'm just going to rotate it, and I'm just going to use it on the other shape. Of course, I am going to rotate it so it's a little bit more. Yeah, it should look pretty good. I'll just duplicate these a few times. Maybe there's different things, modes, who knows. What I could also do is go in to poly edit this and just kind of do more, you know, stuff like this. So go ahead, go down on this. And set something here. Now this we can extrude. I'll actually extrude this in a bit. But I'm going to move these around just a tad. That's good. That's good. Again, you could add some bevel shapes to make this come together. That way it looks kind of interesting a bit. And we can even add in a giant cylinder. Yes, that's a part of the... No, we're gonna make that smaller. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit complete. And I'm going to go into, well, actually, I'm just gonna select this for now. I'm gonna go back into modeling. I'm gonna make this just really small. Now I'm gonna go into poly edit. I'm just gonna size this down. I'm gonna hit accept. I'll just make it a little dial. There you go. We have an interesting looking stove. I feel like I just spent the last 40 minutes making this stove as well. So, you know what? I'm good with that. Let me save all. And I'm gonna go ahead and just play and make sure that you know, everything feels good and whatnot. Just test play the game. Whew. My aim is not quite there. Wow. Let's check out the stove that we just spent 40 minutes making. That's a pretty interesting looking stove though, and I really like how this kitchen has really come together. I still have to try to figure out how to fix the bottles, but I don't think it's too bad. Yeah, they really... Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Oh, landed. Oh my gosh. They're gonna win. Yeah, they're gonna... Nope. Well, that was fun. Well, I'm gonna bring up my camera speed back up to 4, and yeah, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. You know, this is gonna be my stove episode where I spent the majority of the time making a single stove. So, yeah, that's exciting. But jokes aside, I want to thank everybody for watching. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And also, feel free to subscribe if you want to see more level design videos. I have until next Monday is going to be the last Blocktober day. So yeah, the ending of the month is fastly approaching, and I am still on track. I had to kind of record 2 videos yesterday because I was sick earlier this week. But yeah, I am pretty excited to get this under wraps, and I think once October you know, finishes, I'll probably put this level aside, and then yeah, I'll be able to focus a lot more on getting my bigger project ready that I am excited to start shooting episodes for. I think it's gonna be really special, and I'm doing a lot of prep work in order to get this new series up and running. So I'm very excited to show that off for you guys later. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I hope you have a great night. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.